went back to its small, territory-based roots and began to build out small, exciting, independent companies where people could work and make a name for themselves, much like in today's independence, which is the backbone of this industry, including my home with Paul Roma, Mario Mancini, Paul Perez, and Big Steve Tracy, the Paradise Four at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. I don't have to tell you Roma's accolades: WCW, the WWF, WrestleManias, Madison Square Garden, the Four Horsemen, Power and Glory, the Young Stallions, Pretty Wonderful. I can go on and on and on about Roma. He's our head trainer at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling, and I don't have to tell you about Mario Mancini either. In the WWF from 1984 to 1992. When he was in the WWF in 1984 at 17, he was the youngest grappler in World Wrestling Federation history at that point in 1984. Debut for The Undertaker, Ted DiBiase, Demolition, the Hart Foundation. The list goes on and on of what Mancini has accomplished in this business, and he is the owner at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. And then there's also our other co-trainer, Mr. Paul Perez, a second-generation grappler. His mother and father were luchadors. Paul Perez was in the WWF, I believe, from 88 to 91. He was trained not in a ring, but in the basement of his house by his parents, who, as I said, were luchadors. Cousin to WWF veteran Roberto Soto. And then there's the silent partner, who was briefly in the WWF, and it just didn't work out. Because who's going to try to go up against a 6'6", 6'7", 380-pound giant in Big Dave Paradise, a.k.a. Big Steve Tracy, the owner of the Rib House, former bounty hunter for Dr. D. David Schultz, and, of course, Big Steve bail bonds. Those are the Paradise Four, along with yours truly. I guess I would be Paradise Five. Honored and privileged. So my point, the independents nowadays are kind of like the territorial system back in the day. Because here in the greater New England tri-state northeast area, in the shadows of Titan Towers and around this country, there's literally dozens upon dozens of independent organizations right here in the Constitution State running